the myth of diversification for your investments in CSGO. If you've watched any investment videos, not even CSGO specific, you'll most likely have heard of this, and I've even recommended it myself. But what does it mean specifically for CSGO, and does it even exist? The short answer is no. The long answer is kind of. So, diversifying your portfolio is to simply put your investments into separate areas, so in case of one thing in particular going down a lot, you'll have your other investments to keep you afloat. So in the regular stock market, you'll see a lot of people do this by putting their money into separate industries. For example, agriculture, and then tech, and then healthcare. And so all of these grow independent of each other, meaning you can make profit even if one is going down. So this then transfers over to CS. Although there aren't separate industries in the game, there are completely different items that don't rely on each other for popularity or growth. There's cases, stickers, patches, graffitis, and many more. And so theoretically, a CS investor can put their money into all these different categories, aiming for a more consistent return. But there's one flaw in this plan, and that's specifically for CS. And that's simply the fact that every item in the game is closely tied to the player count. You can look at nearly any graph from any item. You'll notice that the spikes in price always coincide with the player count increasing. And this just goes to show that no matter if you do invest into a bunch of different areas, you'll still suffer losses if the player count drops. So then if that's the case, why do so many people, including myself, preach it? Well, what I mean when I say diversify is a little more specific than that. And so in reality, when you invest into different areas in CS, what you're doing is avoiding substantial losses from single items. Since this is a game after all, it's subject to updates and changes, meaning randomly cases could just become worthless because Valve updated it. And so that's what you're hedging against when you're putting your money into different areas, as it's extremely uncommon to see items in the CS market break the trend and either rise or decrease more than every other item. And when you do this, it doesn't have to be so black and white. You could put 80% into cases, and then 10% into borderless stickers, and then 10% into old stickers. You should still lean into the investments you think are the most profitable, but it just means that if one thing crashes, you won't lose all of your money. As even, I'm pretty sure Warren Buffett once said, diversification is a hedge against ignorance. And what he means by that is if you want to make the most money, which is in turn playing the most risky, you put more money into one area. And that would be the 80% of cases. So then that 20% of stickers would just act as a safety net or a security measure to make sure that your whole portfolio doesn't die if cases happen to go down a lot. And that safety net is more important in CS specifically because unlike the stock market, again, we can't move our money around to only items or stocks that are always going up or profiting, meaning we do have to take losses on our whole portfolio at times. So there's not much point in diversifying like you would for the stock market. But yeah, I wanted to elaborate on why people say diversify your portfolio in CS specifically because it doesn't take an idiot to find out that items go down when player count goes down. So in summary, I think it's a good idea to put most of your money into whatever you think is most profitable, but it will never do you any bad to just put some money into quote-unquote safer investments. But I don't think doing so will make you a necessarily better or more consistent return like the stock market would. So only treat it as a safety net to have something that will consistently grow in your account. But I hope this was helpful. If it was, please subscribe. Bye-bye.